Hello, everybody. Welcome to DraftKings. That's who we are. My name is Taran Atkins. I am your host. And joining me this week is Andy Davis. Next to him, we've got Liam Mackay. And next to me, smiling Jamie Hinks. Now, guys, it's week 4 of the English Premier League. Wonderful set of fixtures. So we're going to look at players who we think will have a good day at the office, player that will probably have a stinker, and a player that you might not actually notice on the radar, but probably could be a big point scorer for you. So, my experts, let's start with Jamie Hinks. Who is your chooser, my friend?
Alexis Sanchez. I think he'll be back on form this week. Well, he's already in form. I think he'll be back to his best this week. He'll get a couple of goals against Southampton, and you'll be laughing if you picked him.
Excellent. I think it's a good choice. I'm going for him also, and hopefully he's not as unhappy as some of the rumours suggested in the pre-season, but a good week for Chile, and he did get on the score sheet last week for Arsenal. Andy Davis, who's your chooser, my friend?
Andros Townsend. I'm addicted to him. He will be. He's weirdly turning into my Shaqiri of this season. I'm suddenly liking him. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm not happy about it. But I will continue to pick Andros Townsend and build my team around him until he gets injured. He's even got a focal point now with Benteke. Not that he needed one. He just punted it anyway. But Andros Townsend is my chooser.
His balls are always box bound. That much we do know. But I will tell you, no, it's not an innuendo, gentlemen. Andy, though, one day you're going to flip the script, I hope, because it's getting a bit predictable with your choices here. I've got to say.
Yeah. But my others aren't.
Okay, well, that's good. Good. All right, I'll hold the yellow card. Liam Mackay, who's your chooser this week? Who should all our DK friends be looking for?
I'm loyal. I'm loyal to my man Snodgrass. And actually, just saying the word Snodgrass makes it feel like you could convince like a foreign person that it's an insult.
He sounds like one of the baddies from the BFG.
Going to call someone a Snodgrass and see what happens. Yeah, but Snodgrass, like I say, coming off a great week, away with Scotland. He's Hull's main man. Free kicks, corners, everything Hull do goes through him. He's got a good fixture coming up. They're playing Burnley. He's the man I would lump on. Get Snodgrass in your team. Do it now. Excellent.
Well, you know, he's got an eye for goal lately as well, as he proved for Scotland. Jamie, who is your loser? That's right. Who's the player we should probably
I'm just going for Gallo again because he still hasn't scored and I don't like him. So,
what has he done to you, Jamie?
I just don't think he's very good. I feel like he built this massive reputation where people were sort of saying, "Oh yeah, he's going to go to Man United." He's not very good.
Yeah,
should have gone to China.
Should have gone to China. That's what Jamie says. Liam Mackay, I'm going to go for you. Who's your loser? Who should we all swerve?
It's his partner in crime. It's Troy Deeney.
Being the operative word, actually. Sorry.
I didn't mean that. But Troy Deeney, he looks like a man who's still on holiday. He looks like a man who'd be happier listening to sort of house music on a Caribbean island drinking cocktails. He's a man who I don't think looks fit. He's a man who, dare I say it, other defences have sussed out how to play. So unless Watford get a penalty, I don't see him scoring. He's becoming a latter-day Alan Shearer post-cruciate ligament injury. You know what? He's going to be the loser. He's going to do nothing again. I guess Watford aren't going to score this weekend.
Yeah, I guess you're probably right. You've both gone for Watford strikers. They are playing Arsenal, who actually have been letting in the odd goal here and there, but we shall see. Finally, Andy Davis with the loser. Who's your loser?
It's Harry Kane again, unfortunately. I was toying with Riyad Mahrez as well, because I think they're just too overpriced for what they're delivering at the moment. But at least Riyad Mahrez looks like he's coming out of his slump. Harry Kane possibly won't even start. I think he just needs a week off. He needs 2 weeks off. He's going to play in the Champions League, but you know he was awful for England. He has been awful. But I think people are making too much of it, saying that he suddenly is a rubbish player and wasn't the player that was top scorer the last 2 seasons, because he is a fantastic footballer. He's just played far too much football over the last 2 years, way more football than any other player, and he's going to be knackered. He just needs a rest. So please, Mauricio, just give him a holiday. It's why we spent money on Janssen.
Where do you think he'd go on holiday?
Oh, no, not far.
Canvey Island?
Yeah, Norfolk at the furthest.
Canal holiday?
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, nice.
I would recommend Hunstanton in Norfolk. It's very, very nice. But yeah, you know what? You're quite right. He does look fairly burned out, like he did last season, though. So the touch fire is going to get there at some point.
Well, no, again, in the England match, you could see that his brain was working, but his reactions were just 1 second behind. He played like an overweight Tom Huddleston.
Wow, that's
Who had a really good brain. You could see the ideas where he was trying to make the runs he knew he had to do, but just physically couldn't do it.
Okay, well, you heard it there, DraftKings fans. Harry Kane is the highest priced striker this weekend. And Andy is saying, avoid, look below. Okay, our hidden gems, guys. This is my favorite bit. This is where I learn some stuff. This is where, that's right, me and the DK fans out there, we all learn, and that's where I always come to you last. I'm going to start with you, Liam. Liam, who is your gem this weekend? Who should we consider that might not be obvious?
I'm a paid up, signed up member of the Goalkeepers Union. So, and I'm going with a guy who's got a name like he could have been like a forgotten character in Hollyoaks. A guy who's got the best job in the world, who's England's number 3 goalkeeper. It's a man who's made the most saves in the Premier League this season. It's Tom Heaton. Tom Heaton is my hidden gem. Worth looking at, and again, that game they're playing this weekend against Hull, he's probably going to make some saves from the Snodgrass, and he might even keep a clean sheet.
I love it. The Snodgrass, everybody.
Snodgrass.
Is our new cult hero here. Andy, next gem, who is it?
I'm going for Matt Loughton because Burnley are playing Hull, and like I said earlier, he's averaging 7.8. If you think Kyle Walker, who's at 5,700, is averaging 7.3 points a game, Matt Loughton is 1,700 less, and he's averaging more points. I think people didn't quite know how he was going to fit into the Premier League because he's quite old. He was understudy to Kieran Trippier last time, so didn't really get a huge amount of matches. But he's playing well. He's one of Burnley's better defenders. I don't think he's going to get a huge amount of trouble from Hull. And Matt Loughton, he's your man, 4,000.
Okay, yeah, using a bit of knowledge there, a player on form who you might not ordinarily know of. So Loughton's your man. Jamie Hinks, who is your hidden gem? Who should we all be looking out for?
I've gone for Lee Ching-yong of Crystal Palace. He's only 4,400, and I think Pardew's going to continue playing him quite a lot because, weirdly enough, we haven't actually conceded a goal when he's been on the pitch. I mean, he hasn't been involved in the defending, but there seems to be some sort of mystical thing where he's on the pitch and we don't concede. He had a really good international break for South Korea. He had double figures on DraftKings in both of those 2 games. And, I mean, he is capable of scoring a ridiculous goal, or maybe even getting an assist with Benteke up there. I mean, they are literally just going to be hoofing the ball into him. So it might be Lee Ching-yong that does it.
Okay, it could be Lee Chung-yong's weekend. Did I say his name correctly? Probably not. But what do you guys think? What do you think these guys have come up with here? Are they full of wisdom or full of it? It's up to you. If you haven't downloaded the DraftKings app already, please get to doing it. It costs you nothing, but all the same, you can win big. DraftKings, welcome to the big time.